I often talk about the fact with my own career that I had a 35-year apprenticeship with my father who taught me so much, before I even stepped foot into the agency. So I think that's a real gift to be able to have that time and those insights and learn through something so organically driven that you didn't even know it at the time. It really does shape us as individuals. So that's wonderful. We are really going to talk about why marketing needs a reboot. And one of the elements that I think marketers and marketeers have felt for a very, very long time, at some level, we're always in crisis. We're always trying to prove ourselves. We're always trying to lift a needle, that may not be able to be lifted due to product, funding issues, whatever it might be. When there is a crisis like a COVID or a recession, the first thing to get cut is marketing, bottom line. So I think marketers manage crisis better than anyone on the face of this planet, quite frankly. Um, why? What do you mean by the fact that you believe marketing is in a crisis?
Lori, one of the things that I've learned in 15 years of marketing is this, that marketers who don't connect effort to revenue get sidelined every time. And off late, or at least in the last few decades, there is a very strong orientation among marketers or marketing leaders towards two things. One, to be a service function, which means you're looking at what channels you own, what do you do as tasks, and the other to be strategic storytellers. And I
Right.
think somewhere in that process, while those are very important functions along with audience psychology and market nuance, I think somewhere we've gone away from being a strategic growth driver. I've currently been reading Brandy Starr's book, CMO to CRO, and she does mention here that marketing must evolve from a service function to a growth driver. So you can't just own channels, you have to own consequences. And that's where there is today a palpable gap between what marketing is delivering and what is the expectation from a company.
And do you think that knowledge gap is the reason why marketing is the first component to get cut in any, I would say 95% of the time when there are issues that are arising, either that we've got no control over, like a recession, or is it just, the black eye?
Again, it's a bit of the mindset. So today, CEOs are expecting CMOs to deliver demand, acquisition, and growth. I think to a few years ago, or maybe a few decades ago, it was, customer experience and brand building came above those. Today, there's a very clear expectation of demand, acquisition, and growth.